Lessons from the story of Jairus. You can find this story in the book of Mark chapter 5 from verse 22. So Jairus comes to Jesus, tells him that his daughter is sick to the point of death and pleads with Jesus to come heal his daughter at his house. Jesus agrees, and while they're on their way to Jairus' house, the woman with the issue of blood comes to get her healing from Jesus. So she touches him and then she's made whole. Jesus turns to her to find out who touched him, and she came out, tells her story, and Jesus said, "Daughter, your faith has made you whole." Listen, while Jesus was still speaking to the woman with the issue of blood, some men from Jairus' house came, pulled him aside and told him, "Listen, your daughter is already dead. Why bother the teacher? Why bother Jesus? Your daughter has already died." Okay. Jairus was in the midst of a miracle when these men came to plant discouragement in his heart, to tell him, "Your case is already over. There's no point." Okay. Now, why did they even come? See, that's my question. Why did they even come? It's not like they were going to bury the girl without her father being present. They just had to bring the bad news to him when they know he was going or he had gone to get a healer. What do you mean by don't bother Jesus? See, negativity is audacious. Negativity, discouragement is bold. The devil does not care when your last miracle was, or even if you're living in an answered prayer. As long as there's still something that you want from God, he's always there to plant seeds of disbelief and discouragement. So Jesus thankfully heard what was happening with Jairus, and he turned to him and said, "Jairus, do not be afraid, only believe," because he knew what the enemy was trying to do at that moment. God, you could have gotten a word from God and then maybe about your health, that you're healed. And you go to the hospital and it's like the doctor is saying you're worse than the last time you came. Do not be distracted by the discouragement, by the report from the doctor. Do not be discouraged by what you see. And I'm going to say to you, like Jesus said to Jairus, do not be afraid. Only believe. This is how a lot of people, they miss out at the brink of their breakthrough because a distraction came up in the face of your miracle, in the face of life. It just at the verge of your breakthrough, a distraction that came as discouragement and disbelief came up. Be audacious with your faith. Rebuke the devil and hold on to what you believe. Do not be afraid, only believe. So Jesus got to Jairus' house and he met a crowd of people wailing and crying. He walks up to them and said, "Why are you crying? She's not dead, she's only sleeping." And let me tell you, these people stopped their wailing and turned to Jesus and began to ridicule him. They began to mock him. Mock Jesus? Yeah. They had a limited understanding of who Jesus was or what he was capable of, unfortunately. Perhaps they knew that he could heal the sick, but did they really know that he could raise the dead? Even though they knew that this was the healer that Jairus went to bring, as soon as the girl died, that was all. They could not see beyond that. And so Jesus' presence meant nothing to him. Unfortunately, we experience the same thing in our lives. There are some people who support us as much as our vision or our dreams fit within their scope of understanding. The moment we start talking about things bigger than their comprehension, they begin to mock us, they begin to ridicule us. It's unfortunate that this could even be close friends or even your family. They believe with you to a particular extent that they believe God can do. But when you say you're believing God for more, and they can't grasp it, they can't comprehend it, and they don't have the faith for it, they begin to antagonize you and ridicule you. What did Jesus do? The Bible says that he put them all outside and he went in just with the two disciples that he came there with and the parents of the child. And when he went there, he said to her, "Talitha Kumi," and she rose up. It's the same thing that you have to do. Put them all outside. Unfortunately, a lot of us move around with dead weight of people who do not believe our vision. And probably because we feel that we need some kind of validation from them or we need the emotional support. Like I said, it could be your mom, it could be your dad, it could be your mentor, it could be someone whom you really hold in high esteem, but they cannot believe with you. They do not think that your dream is feasible or that it is a possibility. They are dead weight and you need to drop them. Be like Jesus and put them outside. Only move on with people that have faith like you, people that can grasp your vision, people that believe with you. Those are the people you move on with. Silence the voice of discouragement and ridicule. Stop trying to over-explain your dreams. Some people will just not get it. They won't get it. They say the worst thing that you can do to a big dream is to tell it to a small-minded person. So put them outside. You definitely do not need the crowd. I hope this blessed you and see you in my next video. Bye.